everyone, my name is Taylor Fox. I'm with Tennessee Wildlife Federation, here to talk to you about tree stands today. So here in front of me I have a hang-on tree stand, or a lock-on tree stand, some people call it. The best part about these tree stands is the portability. As you can see here, with one finger I can hold this tree stand up and carry it anywhere I want. I've even actually fashioned some backpack straps on here from an old backpack of mine to carry it into the woods. So I just slip it on my back as if you were going back to school. So you can walk in on public land and take this tree stand and legally hang it anywhere you need to. Today let's talk about hanging it up though. This particular stand has a quick release attachment. And as you see it here on the tree, it's a easy 2-inch piece of webbing that goes around the tree with this 3-prong spot that all you have to do is slip in the male part of it right into the female fitting, and it sticks on the tree. So as I slip it in here, make sure it's secure. We make sure we cam it down. So now we're going to add our second strap for safety, because we have our top strap, but we need our bottom strap. So here's another piece of webbing. Anytime you buy a tree stand of any type of hang-on, lock-on, even if you just buy a set of steps, it'll come with some type of attachment method, whether that be rope, daisy chain, am steel, to attach to the tree. So this is real easy to do. You just took the loop end over the actual button, go around the tree, and put your other end on. And then you're going to securely fasten it down by pulling the slack out of this one way. Now a little tip is to lift up your stand prior to getting in it. That way you can get it a little bit tighter to the tree, a little more snugger fit, a little less wobble once you get up in there, and cam it down. So this is a lock-on tree stand. Every one and every different type has multiple features. Lift up seats so you can stand and shoot if you want, fold down seats, but some of the seat cushions even have a rest, so if you were to stand up and want to lean against this, you're more than welcome to do it. Just remember to always wear a safety harness anytime you go up in a tree. And this is a hang-on, lock-on tree stand. All right, so now we've talked about tree stand types. Let's talk about how to get up the tree. So if we don't want to hang it at our kneecaps, we want to hang it up in the tree 15, 20 feet. So there are multiple different types of steps and ways to get into a tree. But here are two of the most common ways I have here. Steps. We have compact steps, which only have 2, or we have longer, more permanent set steps that have 3 steps. With this brand here, we have steps that rotate either direction. So if you want to start with your right foot or left foot, you can switch that. And we'll go over how to attach them to a tree. All the steps are going to come with some type of attachment method, and then if you don't like the attachment method, you can always upgrade or buy a different type of strap to put it on the tree. Some of them are lighter weight, some of them are smaller or more compact, or a different color if you really want camo. But as you see here, this green strap comes right off. And when I go up the tree, I want to go left foot first. So we'll do the left foot here, right foot here, and we'll attach it to the tree. We have to hold pressure though, because we haven't attached it yet. We have to use our webbing to attach it. So hook it onto that I-beam right along the main post of that stick. Bring your tail end around. And then this little D-loop on all of them, it's just a piece of the actual strap, goes right over top of the same post, and you tighten it down. One key feature to remember here though is to keep these straps flat. You don't want a bunch of twists in there, something that could slip anytime you're climbing up or down. So you want to keep it as tight as possible to that tree and make sure it's real snug. So as we snug this in, we want to do what's called a seating adjustment. So as we stand here, we want to put a little weight on it, let it slip down and grip that tree. So this will be my first step if we were to climb this tree and hang a set today. Talking about tree stands and talking about steps, we all want to talk about safety. So during safety checks of all your equipment before the season, at the end of the season, anytime before you go up or down a tree, you want to make sure all your straps have not been cut or nicked. This could happen multiple ways: getting in and out of the truck, accidentally getting too close with a knife, or a broadhead of an arrow. So you want to go through these straps and just look at them, inspect them visually, both sides, make sure there's no nicks, cuts, or tears, any fraveling ends. These will last you years as long as you treat them right and keep them up to date and good care. But these don't have any nicks or nothing to be concerned about, so we'll be more than fine to put this on the tree today and be safe as we hang and hunt. Another type of stand you could use is more for permanent sets or season-long sets, maybe on some property you have access to hunt, or maybe some private property that you or some family members own as a ladder stand. So Typically these come flat packed. This one's already been opened and unboxed and put together with all the bolts and screws, but there are some main parts we'll talk about today of a ladder stand. So the actual ladder, there could be one section, there could be up to 3 or 4, just depending on the make and model of what ladder stand you purchase. Then here's the floor of the ladder stand. As you see, this one actually has an accessory footrest rail you can kick out, but that would be only once you get in the stand. So anytime you're climbing up or down, you want to make sure that's tucked away so it doesn't trip you or get you caught. Other nomenclature of this ladder stand is a fold-up seat. So this seat actually folds up, so as you're getting in there, you can keep it out of the way until you get comfortable. Or if you're a bow hunter and you want to stand up to shoot, you're more than welcome to fold this out of the way and take your shot, hopefully have that successful harvest. Also on this stand is this removable and adjustable gun rest. That way if you're hunting with a muzzleloader or a rifle, or maybe if you're just not quite comfortable in a tree stand, you can have this up sort of as a little extra layer of protection and something to rest your arms on. But anytime you're climbing up or down the stand, if you have a gun rest, you want to make sure it's out of the way. You don't want the thing to fall on you or hurt you coming up or down. So here for this situation, we have a more permanent safety line set up. This is already been attached to the top as we set this tree stand up. But anytime you're climbing up or down any type of stand, you want to make sure you have a full body harness on, like I have on here today. So this is just an old one I have with a Safety Summit. So you have your general suspenders, you have your leg straps, you have your waist strap, and then this is called the tethered. So this is off the top or the back of your harness. And you see it all bungeed up. A lot of people always ask me, well, why is it all grouped up together? Well, this is so in case you do fall, it gives you some relief. And as you fall, it actually will expand out and get you closer to the ground, or give you more wiggle room to get back to that ladder or get back to that step we hung earlier, and to actually get safely back up the tree or safely get down. So anytime you attach it, you want to make sure that you have a locking carabiner, something that can't come undone by rubbing against a tree or a rail. And you just want to clip it in and then make sure it's all the way down. Now on this system here, Hunter Safety System, they actually have a cool little rubber protector that go underneath it. So that way if it hits the tree stand or something, it doesn't actually make a whole lot of noise to scare off the deer. So as you're getting in the stand, it's a little quieter. We're back on this safety line. We're about to climb the ladder. There are some basic components we want to always remember. 3 points of contact, which either means 2 feet and 1 arm, or 2 arms and 1 feet as we're moving up the ladder. Another key thing is we always want to make sure this knot, which is a Prusik knot, is always above us, because if we were to fall out of this ladder stand, we would fall as far as this gives and how far the knot is, because that's where the base point's going to be. It's going to lock off and grab this rope, and then as you pull down, it's going to stop you from falling all the way to the ground. So what I always tell people is keep it head height or above as you're climbing up the tree. So we climb up to this ladder stand today, we'll have it above us, so that way if I fell, I would only fall a little bit, versus here I would fall all the way to the ground. So 3 points of contact, make sure the knot's above us. I have 1 foot, 2 hands, and as I move up and I want to switch feet, I still have my 1 foot and both my hands as I climb. As I'm here though, we want to make sure as we're going up, we're adjusting the knot, right? We want to get it higher above us, so our head level. Grab onto the arms, 3 points of contact, into the seat, knot comes up. I'm going to fold the seat up to give myself some more room to negotiate as I'm getting up and turning around. I'm here, make sure the knot's all the way to the top, so if I fall, nothing was to happen. And I want to turn around. I don't think I want the footrest today, so we're not going to do it. So fold our seat down, get comfortable, and then if I wanted the gun rest, I could pull it down, but we're not going to do it today. So then you have options. With this one we talked about earlier, it does have a footrest, a little comfort, keep it down here, but you want to make sure all your body parts stay within the stand as much as possible. Of course, as you're hanging your backpack or your rifle or your bow, whatever method of take you're using, as you're hanging that on the tree, keeping it away from the stand and such, you might have to grab the tree or move your way out. But it's sort of like when you're flying. Keep all objects inside. Same way here, you want to be safe. And then the more still you can be, remember, the less noise you make, the better chance for a deer. So to come down from a ladder stand, it's really easy as well. You want to make sure that any accessory you have is closed up and out of the way. So close that footrest back. I'll stand up here and we'll actually fold that seat back up out of the way. But remember, some forget you have this knot above you holding you on. So as you go to step down, you might do this and your harness pulls because you're like, oh, I forgot. You have to move with you. So go back up, grab my Prusik knot on the safety main line, pull it down just to about where head height would be as I take that first step. So we still have 3 points of contact. Want to make sure we're pulling the knot as we go, right? Nice and easy. So we're down, the knot's a little higher. We want to pull it with us. Nice and easy. 3 points of contact all the way back to the ground. And then once you get back to the ground and you're not going back up or down anymore to get your stuff, unlock your carabiner, leave it off, then you can walk back to the truck or hopefully harvest your deer.